Sometimes we hit home runs, sometimes we get on base, and sometimes we strike freaking out. The dry sump system is a superior system to any wet sump, period. 3125? Oh, wow.
17 people.
Congratulations, all you guys. You guys were on it. You were very, very on it. Good job. To build a car like this is gonna be 2,500 hours. So I have decided that we're just gonna have to pull the plug. Alrighty, so we are Kevin's wiring. I am over here finishing up wing stuff. Ricky started it all and has it 99 or 98% stuff done, 99% stuff done. So I'm just building this little strut that goes right here for the side panel. So I just got to mock up that. Then we're going to take this apart and I'm going to start bolting, the final bolting everything together and show you that. Let's go show you what's going on up front. All right, so last night at 1 o'clock in the morning, you saw us trying to figure out how we were going to mount this darn oil tank in here. And we decided to leave it for Kevin. So Kevin came in and said, do it this way. And then it fits. So it is in there now. We're gonna make lines. Now this little bit, maybe in the ideal cosmetic world, you'd have the tank perfectly parallel, you know, and dedicated in. But in all honesty, it really doesn't matter. Especially on these really, really good Peterson tanks. At worst case scenario, this might actually, maybe it holds half a quart less or something. I don't know. Really, it probably doesn't do anything. But these are really nice tanks that have this built-in filter in it right here, which is what I really like, and a dipstick. And then this the front end just goes, clips right on, comes off. You can check your filter right here. You can add oil right there. You can check your dipstick. Yes, race car with a dipstick. Of course, it's not in the oil pan. It's actually in the tank. Now, this is the exact same tank that I got in the wagon. And I really like that, too.
So what's the difference between wet sump and dry sump? For those that don't know.
For those guys that don't know. Okay, so I made the comment about the dipstick's not in the engine, it's in the tank. Okay, so a wet sump oil system, we'll make this real quick. Wet sump oil system means that the oil pump is in the oil pan in the engine. So all of the oil is directly in the oil pan in the engine. All right, and the pump is in the oil. Therefore, it is wet all the time. Now here, this is the oil pump right here. This is a dry sump oil pump. Now the dry sump oil pump means that the sump tank is external, which is what this Peterson tank is right here. The oil pump is external. And when you have this, then you can have this big sectioned oil pump because we have two, on an SMX, I have two sections that pull from the oil pan. One section pulls from two sections pull from the, is it one section for turbos? Where's the turbos T into this on?
Turbo into the heads.
Oh yeah, that's right. Two sections for the oil pan, two sections for the turbo and cylinder head. That's how that works. So that's all underneath there. We showed you that earlier. That's where Kevin simplified some plumbing and fittings and stuff. So the dry sump system is a superior system to any wet sump, period. Keeps all your oil here, very well controlled, doesn't have any windage issues, don't give a crap what's going on, within reason. Don't give a crap on what's going on in an oil pan because it's not affecting the pump because the pump's right there and the tank's right here. So it sucks all the oil out of the engine, puts all the oil here. So it always has a nice, full, clean oil, non-aerated, non-bad system of pulling oil right from the bottom of the tank over to the pump. On here, on this engine, it's going to pump it to the cooler, which is out here. We got to mount yet. And then it goes from the cooler right into the engine. Pre-filtered. Okay, so all oil is filtered before it goes through the oil pump through the engine. So that's the description. Any questions, Nate? camera guy?
Nope.
Is that it?
That's
Is
it.
that well explained?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. We got the radiator all done and mounted. This is front end radiator mount and front end support for. I think we're gonna put tabs off this for the hood.
Yes.
Yeah, tabs off this for the hood and stuff. And Eddie's over here welding up all the bungs on the radiator. So and Kyle's making lines. So it's teamwork, man. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's right. It's helpful, like run the coil wires. Gun. Gunner. Last time you did a hot dog.
They didn't get one on the top too.
Fitting on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in the bottom of the
All right, it is 5:45 a.m. the following day. Nobody has gone to sleep yet. And so I have decided that we're just gonna have to pull the plug. Because it just is not gonna get done tomorrow. Plus everybody's gonna be on 24 hours here in about an hour. So, So, we are going to have to call it. We have gotten an immense amount of stuff done. Did we show the dry sump mount tank and everything? The dry sump tank?
Yeah.
All the radiators,
Mhm.
everything. So, everything, all the oil system is in it. Cooling system is in it. Turbo system is in it. Kevin's still got a long time, quite a ways to go on the
Good bit of
wiring.
wiring to do, yeah.
Yep. A good solid another day of wiring looks like, I would figure. The back of the car is all done, basically. Bolt in one panel back there, assemble the interior, put the chutes on. Lots of trinkety bull crap stuff.
Yep.
And Ricky's building the fuel cell right now. A custom fuel cell that is only built for this car, so we so we can fit everything in here, kind of like the custom mount on the oil tank. So everything is super good. We're overly optimistic is all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And that's
But I will say, at least we don't have to just get it to the track. Now I can like wire the power windows and like
Yep.
get the hood mounted right and
yeah, if not, it would have
actually get it like done.
it would have been it would have been rushed, to do it. So and that's all right. So it's okay. I know how these things go.
Yep.
I lived this on the engine side of things, so I know how things go, and that's all right.
How many parts are in an engine? I wonder compared to how many parts
I
are in
don't
a
know.
whole car.
Yeah.
It's one part of the car.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parts in there,
Yep.
but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. It is astronomically hard to make happen. So I will say, so everybody needs to understand what it takes to build a car like this. So I was talking with Tad, which is Kevin's partner, and Tad has the running total of all the hours that are in this car from the beginning.
Mhm.
And you have to keep in mind, and it doesn't include the the 24 hours that all of us just worked here, and doesn't count my time at all.
Yeah.
But not that my time's worth much here, but to build a car like this is gonna be 2,500 hours.
Mhm.
Wow.
Point blank. That's just what these kind of cars, from start to finish, that is what these kind of cars take.
Yep.
When we were at Tin Soldier, Jason said the same thing. He goes, man, we got like 2,500 hours into a car like this, and
Yep.
it
I think
just
a
is
Pro
what it
Mod
is.
is actually less hours because there's
Yeah,
no
there's-
cooling system.
Yeah, there's a lot less.
There's no like street fuel system. It's just one
Yeah.
fuel system, no radiator, like mount the dry sump tank, no headlight wiring, no brake light wiring, like a lot
Yep.
less than an actual real Pro Mod. Like these things are like Pro Mod and even more effort and labor than a Pro Mod.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes on in these cars, and thought we could get everything done. We'd been planning on it for, I don't know, probably about almost a month. I don't know.
Yeah.
Planning on it for about a month, and it just didn't happen, so that's okay. But super appreciative of Eddie and Ricky. These guys probably still have a future in welding and fabrication somewhere down the road. That's right. If they ever get to sleep, hard-working people. That's awesome. And thank you, Kevin. It's all super cool, man. It's gonna be awesome. It's just gonna be awesome in a week or two.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I will figure out how I can bring it up to you guys, and maybe we'll help dyno it or something.
Yeah, we can.
Like-
we can figure it out.
Maybe send me like enough stuff to get it started. So if we can just at least run it.
Yep.
And then make sure everything's no leaks, and then we'll figure out when I can holler to Michigan.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, close down. Oh, we have. Yeah, we really don't have enough stuff to. I don't know. What are we missing off of it to weigh it? That would probably be the one last thing, is if we did weigh it. Could throw the seats in. It's pretty close. So I did put the back glass in. We got the front glass. Front glass is in. I built the truss bar for it
And we could
yesterday.
set the seats in it, set the hood on it. It's got no liquids in it.
Yeah.
The only thing it wouldn't have was the liquids.
Liquids would weigh.
And
I mean, it's sitting on the scales. You just got to turn them on, or it's in the air above the scales.
right.
Set the coils in it. Set the other fire bottle in it. It still won't be 100%,
It wouldn't be 100%.
but
Let's throw seats in it. Let's just throw junk in it. I'll stand in it, and we'll at least get that deal, and then we'll at least get you a very close idea. Because some of you guys are like, "Oh, the thing's gonna weigh 3,400." I already said that if it weighed more than 3,000, 3,100 pounds, I would be like falling on my Harry Carey sword. You know, what I mean, it's like, you know, they can't weigh that much. So I think we're gonna be much less than that. So we'll put the seats in it, and we'll put the front glass piece on it, and see what it
Good.
weighs.
Way long.
So you see this body seam right here where they will actually do a cut for like stock, and then this is how long they'll extend the front ends on these cars for pro mod type car. I.e., this is not a pro mod car. Pro mod type color type car. Set the other seat just on top of it as far as that goes.
Kind of far now.
I am sticking with my guess at 29.50 with driver.
Wait, driver.
I'm.
I said
optimistic.
29.35.
Going 29.75 with driver.
I just said 29.75.
I was
You
saying.
said 29.50.
You said 29.50.
Oh, I meant 29.75. It's 6 a.m.
That's how it goes.
Oh, I don't want to say it. 30.75
Oh, with no fluids.
with no fluids.
30.75. This blanket weighs something.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Tools. Orders up some carbon doors.
yeah. So 30. All right. So 30.75.
31.20 ish with full fluids.
Yeah. There's probably. Oh yeah. There's 50. Yeah. 40, 50 pounds of fluids. Yeah. We're pretty much. Yeah. This is pretty much everything that's in it.
That's still 500 lighter than the wagon.
36.35 is what the wagon weighs. So
So if it's 31.25, it'd be 500 lighter than the wagon.
500 pounds lighter in the wagon.
That's still something.
Yep. Still something.
I thought there was a lot of guesses.
Yeah, there was a lot of guesses. Whoever guessed 31.25, you have my deep, undying gratitude and affection. As you were right and I was wrong. How about that? Because I thought it was going to weigh less. But all right, it is now 6:04 a.m.
Yeah.
and we're going to sleep for a few hours and take off because we're still going to go down and test Kyle's car at Bradenton, because we were going to test both cars, but now we're just going to test his car. So come back on Wednesday, tomorrow night, and see how Kyle's car went over on the Kyle Morris YouTube channel. I'm Steve Morris. That's
Kevin Smith. I'll post some
That's-
more videos too of the whole thing.
That's
I was
right.
finishing it.
Kevin's got videos. Make sure you go over and support KSR. It's a big deal, and Kevin's taking a beating on this thing. I know it. You know, and it's all right. I appreciate it. It is sometimes the way things work out. Sometimes we hit home runs. Sometimes we get on base, and sometimes we strike freaking out. But tis what it is.
The home run's gonna be that's first sub
Sell-
620
sell-
pass.
selling parts and making money on the other side of things. So make sure you go over support KSR channel. KSR winning at KSR. What is it? Is your channel KSR Performance? Or,
Yeah, it's KSR Performance Fabrication.
Yeah.
So
It's on all our stuff. You see it all over the place. And then also Ricky, Eddie.
Yep.
We're working the last 24 hours straight trying to make stuff happen. Kyle is back there. Camera guy Nate. You turn the camera around, Nate. All right, you see see everything that's going on there with the Camaro. It is what it is. Like I said, when I was there, I understand. It is what it is. We are not taking that car. Just not going to be able to take that car to sick week. That's why I'm going to be focusing on my car really, really hard. You see how much it weighed. A little bit heavy. It's about 100 pounds more than I was hoping. Actually, about 125 pounds more than I was hoping with me in it. I weigh 200 pounds, so it's a little bit heavier than I was hoping, but that's cool.
There's 17 people that guessed the right weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. The exact weight?
The exact weight.
31.25? Oh, wow.
17 people.
Congratulations, all you guys. You guys were on it. You were very, very on it. Good job. So, anyways, it kind of is what it is. I think our goal is going to be now that we're really going to take our time, sort that car out because it is going to be a bad mother trucker. That thing is going to be a really, really nice car. We're going to take our time, make sure we get it all sorted out, and I think I'm going to co-pilot with my wife on 6 Summer, with her driving the car and me being the co-pilot in that car. And currently, I think what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be driving in Sick Week with my wagon, and then my wife is going to be my co-pilot. I think that's what we're thinking. So, anyways, back to what all this is. So we are back at the shop. This is Tuesday afternoon, and so we got back late Sunday. Came in to work all Monday. Obviously, and starting plugging away at the new stuff we need to get done. Here's what we got to get done. Here's what's coming up. PDQ. Next week, you'll see these, or you'll see this on the dyno, but we're only going to run an NA here. Is this SML is something we have to finish off. Now, here's the kicker. So that's the engine, the LS engine that we are replacing right there on the floor for Rob Limenstahl and his Nova, who's going to be on Sick Week, Lord willing. He has this SML. We have not run this yet, but the whole problem is, and this is where we get out in the weeds, so to speak, is, and we do stuff that other engine builders just don't flat out do because they make money and we don't make money like they do. Because most engine builders go, here's your engine. And the customer goes, oh man, I got to get these coils mounted on it. And I got this alternator bracket that you're going to have to transfer over, even though it doesn't mount. And you got to do these engine plates because it's all got to still fit in the car because I need it to fit in the car exactly the way it is. And most engine builders go, that sounds like a you problem. Here's your engine. Here's your long block. Take it. Right? Not us. Not every single time because we do have to bill for this kind of stuff, but it's just not even really. It is much more a service that we provide to help out our customers more and more, even though we do have to bill for it, but we don't bill what we should bill for it. So we are trying to copy and make this whole front is not that whole front. Okay, so we're having to remake some holes and do some stuff and get his front motor plate, get coils mounted, injectors, needs the wiring harness. We're doing all this stuff to save them time in fabrication and them having to make that or make this into that. So I'm making this into that for them. So we do that quite often. And then we're going to run it on a dyno. We'll run it NA just to make sure there's no leaks, nothing's going on. Rob will end up bringing a whole carb over here. We'll run on hub dyno after everything's all hooked up and work on base tune and get him all ready for Sick Week. So that is all coming up. SML Glory. So Lord willing, we're going to be having Jason Sack in the Cowboy Up SML. We're going to be having Rob Limenstahl and his Nova. Pretty close to different years. Rob's is like a 60 something. Yeah. Anyways, Nova in Sick Week. Then we're going to be having Bailey with the SMX, the world's fastest street car, Tom Bailey. My SMX in there. Alan Whitaker's SMX in there. Les Smith in one of Big Block Chevrolet Camaro there. We're going to have Sean Skipper in a Big Block Chevrolet 57 Corvette there. We're going to have a bunch of other people downstream, and then we may have a total top secret deal popping in there. It's supposed to be all done, should be all done, of a big hitter, as big a hitter as Bailey is going to be there with an SMX powered, can't even tell you, top secret squirrel stuff. You're going to have to figure it out yourself. Anyways, they're going to be really well represented. And of course, the wagon, after I get time to put the engine back in it, sort it all out and do it. This year, I am not only going to finish Sick Week, I am devoted to it. Hitting it hardcore, point blank. Here's the engine. In fact, here is the engine. Yeah, this is it, the engine. ready to rock and roll. Best it's ever been, Lord willing. But parts break, we're taking parts. I'm taking anything and everything I got, and we're doing it. I plan on going really fast and doing really well. Maybe even win. You never know. We'll see. So, anyways, this SML is coming up next week. It's just going to be naturally aspirated because we got to get this thing in the car going and duplicating all this stuff. So we're working on this right now, trying to get this going. But you're going to see Thursday the twin LSs on the engine dyno. Hopefully we can get both of those things all rocking and done. Then I'm coming in after Thanksgiving to do this on the dyno for next Tuesday's video. So make sure you stop Thursday to see what we got going on. Thanksgiving, you'll be sitting around stuffed, can't eat anymore. You're just sitting there waiting for dessert, maybe pie or ice cream, something like that. It's like, oh, I might as well watch YouTube. Oh, better watch Steve Morris YouTube. I'm just saying, it's only logical. Family friendly, the whole family can do it. Make sure that all your family likes, subscribe, and leaves a comment. How about that? So anyways, I'm Steve Morris. Have a great day.